everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Joining me at Elements Intentional Community. Today I am standing inside of our newly built greenhouse. It's a pretty simple design. It consists of wood framing, and the wrap is just the poly wrap you would use for vapor barrier or whatever you can get from any home building store or hardware store or anything like that. So we actually took some time to film how this was built, but I'll just go over a little bit of it with you here so you can see our good friends up at Snow Lake Keep. They gave us a template so we can make these gussets. There's two types of gussets. There's the gussets for the sides, so here, and you can see them over on this side here over top of my shoulder, and just over top of me right here, that's the top or center gusset, a little bit different angle. This design, according to the guys at Snow Lake Keep, this will actually hold up really well to the winds that we experience here in Nova Scotia, and we get some really good winds here in the valley. You can kind of see, if you look at it, we'll see it in the videos too, but there's no straight walls on this, so the roof comes down on a slight angle, but the walls themselves are also slightly angled. It almost looks like a barn roof without the walls on it, and that creates extra strength for snow load, and also when the wind hits it, actually the wind pushes it down towards the ground instead of trying to lift it up. And we got some wind today, as you can hear right now. It's pretty windy out here. So anyways, follow me along. We're going to go through the process of how we got here to this, starting with making the gussets all the way up to assembling it, putting the poly on, installing our door, and the one thing I didn't film, but you can kind of see, we laid the framework for our beds just using some slab wood that we got. So the next stage of this greenhouse build is to actually get some soil in here and get some plants planted. Get some tomatoes and peppers and whatnot. We got some seedlings going right over here. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we yield this year with this greenhouse. All right, let's check it out.
Put 4 in?
3 on each side. Yeah, we're doing 3 on each side for this one, just for added support. I've only got 4 on the opposite side. I'll probably put an extra one in each too.
So sort of in a triangle?
Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah. And then once the trusses go up and the purlins and everything go up, they'll have more strength. I'm gonna use nails for that. Well, the screws here will probably be fine with everything else. So get close up there. Yes.
Way!
Once the trusses were complete, it was time to assemble the greenhouse.
I forgot to videotape the first day's work, so I've got some stills here that we can reference. You can see that we've laid down 4-inch timbers that we actually milled with our Alaska mill from poplars that we fell in our forest. Once they were laid down on the ground, the trusses were brought in and set up on top and fastened down. We used some temporary supports to get the trusses to stand up and to get them lined up and level.
Pretty windy day out here today, but got a little bit of work done. I got my purlins on, so you can see them down at the bottom and midway up, and then at the top there, the crown. And I also got the framework for the back wall, which is a pretty simple wall. It's just 2x3 across the bottom, 2x3.5 actually dimensional, and a couple of uprights there. You might be looking at it and saying, hey, that doesn't look straight. Well, you'd be kind of right. The greenhouse itself is not sitting perfectly level from side to side because the ground's not level, and it's not that important, so I really didn't worry about that too much. But the two uprights that you see in the picture here, I leveled them out so they would be the same distance from top to bottom, just in case we ever decide we want to put a window or a door or anything like that in there, that they're framed up properly for it. Probably more of a window. The door wouldn't necessarily be good because the board across the bottom is not level either, although we can work with that, and it is just a greenhouse. So
just loosening that screw up a bit. Okay, here.
It opens okay though. Like,
So when you do
looks
this,
like there's a gap.
when you do this one, tighten it up a bit more.
This one? There you go. Ta-da!
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Now we just gotta do the rest of it. Yay! Doubling down. So that was crazy. All right, we don't want an action shot of you falling off, man.
Oh, cramp in my foot.
Oh no!